I never had a cigarette in my mouth. Never smoked all my life. I was no good at football, rugby, cricket, anything. But I could box. And I picked everybody's brains. And I listened. And I'd be training in the night time and I'd go to one of the Irish clubs. And the doormen were all ex-pugs. And they showed me how to push and pull and tug and, you know, and everything. And I see nowadays nobody can box anymore. They get in like school kids. And, you know, they never get a roll in their head. And I explain when I go to Ireland, I do a master class. And I show them, like, the fellow who runs it is Irish and his brother Irish. And they came over to London and won the amateur titles, welterweight and light heavy. Turned professional and won the welterweight and the light heavy title. And their father came to the same town as I did in Ireland, where I was born. So that I'm 68 years in London. You know, like in...
How many fights did you have?
Pardon?
How many fights did you have?
160. But they weren't amateur, unlicensed, where you boxed under an assumed name and you got the money. Then the boot, I boxed in the boot. Have you ever seen a boxing boot? Well, they have them at fairs and they have the ring, different size. And I'd go and see the guy and I'd say, I'd take him on. So the fella I'd be boxing would say, how do you want it? And I say, I don't care, so long as I win. You know, and I would act. I take a punch and stagger down, and the referee would go one. And then I get up, shake my head, get in, and, you know, and the crowd would go wild. They didn't know. And then you hold a collection after. The guy who will go around with a bag, and people have put about 2 and 6 months, a lot of money there. And then you give me half of it. So but I used to get a lot of money sparring partner. I sparred with Terry Downs, the world champion.
Pardon? Is it hard to spar them?
Oh, you earned your money. You got 30 bob a round. And then I went away with Joey Lucy for 3 weeks. And all I had to do was give him 2. I was the muscle man. And there was 2 others, one to loosen him up, the other to loosen him up. But I was in there to roughen him up, you know. And I even sparred with the light heavy champion. He's a coloured guy from the whole family, but, well, 3 of them. And he was going to Europe to fight the German for the light heavy championship of Europe. And his sparring partner didn't turn up. He wanted to loosen up and have a spar, you know. He'd always had that the day before, 2 days before the fight. And a fella called Jack Street from Sidcup was supposed to come and spar with him. And I was, so the fella who owned the gym said, do you want to make a few quid? I said, I'm always interested. He said, give Alex a couple of rounds. So I said, I'll give you a couple of rounds, but I'm only a welterweight. And I said, I'll loosen you up then. So we got in the ring. And of course I had all the moves. I didn't go and lift it. This fella was muscle, a knockout specialist. And first round finished, and gargled. And then we came out and he got serious. And he tried to knock me out. And I said to my gum sheet, Alex, you'd have to get up early in the morning to get to me. You know, I was stopped a few times, but I was never knocked out. I never heard 10. Once I was boxing the Army champion, and he hit me a left hook there, and I couldn't go down, and I was paralyzed from here down, and I couldn't get up. And through my brain I'm going, if I go down, I'd never be knocked off my feet. If I stay up, the referee will stop it. And just as I was making the decision, the bell went off. So, oh, Jesus. So many tales. This is me, 30.
If you had the chance to go back and fight, would you fight?
Oh, I'd fight again. Like, I won a title in the Air Force. I was fighter command, lightweight champion in '99. And we had a fella there who was good at everything. He was a runner, throwing the cricket ball, every bloody thing. And I said, Alan, I said, I'd give anything to be as talented as you. He said, Johnny, I'd give it anything to be able to fight like you. You know, so, but I get up and do my road work up in Hampstead Heath. And on the way up on the road, I would run between two, walk telegraph poles, and then that's how you build up stamina. You don't build stamina running all the while. For boxing, you run between two, then, and every time you're building, you know. And when I retired, I went into show business. I became a comedian. And that's why I usually do an act here about 10 to 15 minutes. But when you have the same hour, you're running out of material then, you know. I love to see young fellas like you now with an interest in something, because there's so much thuggery going on in knife fights, and they go to prison for 10, 14 years, and life's gone, you know. And okay, you'll always have to get in the fight and defend yourself, but don't run with any mobs, you know, like, you know. This is the biggest ex-boxers club in the world. I went to New York, there was only 15 people there. It's a great sport, and you're always welcome here.
Thanks.